So at this point, I feel like the Ubisoft Just Dance intro is the best meme that won't die. I'm so glad that it exists.
And it comes back every year.
Every year.
Every single year.
They don't give a fuck how much we cringe. They will keep dishing it up every time. But I don't care, because every year, I smile, and I'm going to continue to smile.
I don't mind it.
That's right.
But after a while, after like 10 minutes of it, I'm like,
true.
Come on now.
That's enough, guys.
I've seen a bit of Just Dance. That's all we need.
Ubisoft's press conference at E3 now.
Firstly, it was very intimate again, as they always do.
Very small event.
We saw some very cool surprises.
So intimate that Sam was not there.
I was not there, everybody.
He was not invited. This is a true story. They did not have enough room. Your boy went.
You know why? Because
Sam was sitting in the sin bin.
No. I'll tell you why. Shigeru Miyamoto was there, and they didn't want to show him up with another celebrity coming in, and that is none other than your boy himself.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt or Elijah Wood.
Yeah, they had a few people there.
Yeah, they did have some people. But anyway, look, they got underway pretty quick after the Just Dance intro, and they showed off Beyond Good and Evil 2. We saw an absolutely incredible opening cinematic. Like I must say that was one of the best world-building cinematics I've ever seen. It was like Blizzard-level quality. Yeah. Absolutely loved it. And they also showed off a little bit of gameplay. So overall, that Beyond Good and Evil 2, does that entice you?
100%. Because
100%.
100%.
TM Laymen Gaming.
Because, it's such a trademark now, everybody. 100%. Number one, the world was so thick and rich with like thick boy. I know everyone's missing thick boy, by the way, but thick and rich with so much like society and character, and the world was built in such a realistic, futuristic way that it's all kind of fallen to pieces, and there's these gangs, and like there's just so much shit going on, and it's, if they're going to bring back Beyond Good and Evil, they need to make sure that they deliver something like this.
Yeah, agreed.
Because the old Good and Evil was fantastic, but to bring back some spunky chick that just like takes photos, we need it to evolve, and it looks like they've done it perfectly.
Yeah, it's looking very so. Obviously, we only saw a very tiny snippet of gameplay. It would have been nice to see more, but the title is early in development, so no hard feelings there. It's not like it comes out next year.
They have shown.
They did show some
and
gameplay.
they did a whole thing a few months back, actually, showing an in-depth of like mechanics and all that kind of stuff. So they have been quite good like that, I think.
It looked pretty solid. I'm very excited for it. Now, a small little side note that I know most people don't care about. Trials is coming back. Trials Rising. I know most people don't care, but I fucking love Trials. I love it.
Nothing better than like you've got 20 minutes before you go somewhere. Or like now it's going to be on Switch. Nothing better than chilling and going, shit, I don't have a lot of time. I just want a game that I can veg out to. Trials, let's just do it. It's one of those games. And at the same time, it actually captivates you that you can play that game for literally hours. It's a very, very good game. And to see it come to the Switch is also good.
If you haven't tried Trials, the old one now, just go and get it. It's like the best like $15 you will spend.
It's probably like $10 now.
Probably. It's actually free on PS Plus.
Oh yes, it's always free ever so often. So definitely check that shit out. So the new one looks very good.
Division 2. Now we actually went hands-on with the Division straight after the press conference. We have a full hands-on impressions video coming very soon on that. But I will say that the trailer that we saw looked great. It continued in the world-building tradition. It didn't really show a huge amount of new information other than the Division is now adding sort of class specializations. Before you sort of built builds using gear sets and combinations of stats and the like, but now you sort of choose a specific path that you're playing. It all is to do with dealing damage, but in different ways. It looked really cool. And like, we won't talk about it too much because there's a video coming with hands-on impressions with way more information, but overall it looked pretty great.
And that's Ralph telling me, no Sam, don't go into it. We're going to the next game.
Right now. Skull and Bones. This is Sea of Thieves, but gritty, and you can't get off the boat.
I feel like
what
it's
do you think about this?
I think it's the answer a lot of people might have been looking for. They want a pirate game that's a little bit more heavier, more serious, maybe a little bit more strategy to it. If I was to compare it to something, maybe Sea of Thieves is like the Fortnite, and maybe this is like the PUBG version.
Did you play Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag?
I did not.
Okay, right. So to be honest...
And I know that they're going to make another game like that.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not feeling Skull and Bones. Like, I'm just... not feeling it.
Maybe it's their answer to that. Maybe it's their answer.
I know, but I just can't see how it moves beyond Assassin's Creed 4. It looks like a prettier version of it with some slightly more sophisticated naval mechanics and some progression and stuff on the boats, but really it looks too much the same for me. Hopefully it's great. Hopefully it brings all these new ideas to the table. But right now, all I think when I see it is, I've already played that.
Yeah, but
What
I
else you
think
got?
there's a lot of naval games that come out that people love, and maybe it's just trying to capitalize on a more, ancient style of combat.
Ancient, 200 years ago.
Ancient, everybody.
Right.
It's
200
ancient.
years ago was
it's
ancient.
Prehistory.
Since the world was only made 10,000 years ago.
yeah.
Keep being able to pause, by the way, because there's a chopper above us that's just doing loops. We swear it's like an EA chopper that spotted us.
Andrew Wilson is just like opening the doors, like, I see you guys, I'm coming for you. Okay, guys, we all love a good old IP crossover.
Yep.
Mario Rabbids done it well, Marvel vs. Capcom, Smash, for God's sake, they do it damn well. Now we're seeing some Star Fox in another game. It's really cool that Nintendo was doing this more and more. And quickly, we did also see some Rabbids and DK DLC, but really the Fox part is what really made me quite surprised.
It's for a game called Starlink Battle for Atlas. Now, more than likely, this game is not for you and me, so to speak, because it's one of these like buy a toy game, like Skylanders kind of thing, and then you put the toy together, and when you buy the upgraded laser for the toy, then you get the upgraded laser in the game. Yeah. It's one of those. So again, the Battle for Atlas game, it looks kind of fun, I guess, and the Star Fox sort of DLC contribution will be nice. But again, I'm not super psyched about that game. I don't think it's really for us. I think it's more for kids.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably just going to be selling mostly because it has Star Fox in it.
Maybe. For Honor DLC is also coming. There's a big update coming, but they've already done things like dedicated servers. There's a free trial available now as well that you can download. I plan to come back to For Honor. I only played it very briefly at launch and they never touched it because there was like tons of problems with the launch product.
Yeah.
They've fixed a lot of those apparently, even though I haven't tested it myself. And the fact that they keep building this game, improving it, building the community, it seems like they're trying to do with this what they did with Siege.
I was going to say, it's such a Ubi thing to do.
Yeah,
they stick with the game, man, and they make sure it works. Like Siege, man, they brought out now some new DLC and some new stuff that we are expecting also. So that's also going to be on the table too. Yep. But the big thing, everybody, the big thing is a bit of Roman and a little bit of Creed.
Greek.
Okay, it's all there, it's all happening. And I'm very...
Ancient Greece.
Oh, was it Greece?
Yes.
I knew that. Look, I knew that, guys. Just testing everybody.
Ancient, 200 years ago.
Ancient is 200 years ago. Okay, in Italy, it's really Greece.
That's right, same difference.
Now, honestly though, it looked very cool. It's good to see some actual, the world. The trailer itself felt very much like, okay, let's flesh this world out for everyone. Let's show them a lot of what to expect in terms of terrain.
Okay, listen, I'm on the record, I did not like Assassin's Creed Origin. I hated the cocked block leveling. I thought the writing was terrible. I really loved the world in terms of how beautiful it was, but it felt like you really couldn't interact with it. It was just sort of very one-dimensional, and I didn't really like the combat very much. I know that's a bit of a laundry list of complaints, but that's how I felt about the game. I don't yet see how this is going to be different from that. This feels very, very similar to that last game. So I'm keeping an open mind.
I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan either, but I can see that a lot of people love it, and it looks like they're going to be delivering the same thing.
Correct.
So I would much rather say it looks great because a lot of people love what they're doing. They look like they're delivering another really fleshed out world, and I think if it's the same but a little bit more of what they've done before, people are going to be very happy with that.
I agree with the idea that if you liked the old Assassin's Creed, it looks like you're probably going to like this one as well.
Totally.
And since most people like that, that's a great thing. Just for me personally, or anyone that didn't like it, I'm not yet seeing the thing that's going to bring me over and be like, oh yeah, now I'm on board, But look, anyway, it looks pretty.
It looks very
like
nice.
It was one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen.
Yeah, and look,
stunning.
all in all, I thought it was a very good conference.
I think it was solid.
It was a solid conference. It wasn't like Bethesda or Xbox conference, but it was still very solid. And guys, to be honest, you've probably seen the light slowly dimming as we've been recording.
Yeah.
And that's because the sun is going down and we don't have a light right now to even continue. So guys, hope you enjoyed the vid, but I have got to go now.
Bye.